Throughout history, there have been countless unexplainable stories, events, and moments captured on audio. These horrifying tapes were archived, never to be heard again. Until now. These are the tapes of trepidation. Tape number 66, Carmine Beer Bottles. I stumbled back, my drunken haze obscuring thought. My mind whirled, trying to make sense of the gruesomeness in front of me. Katie, please wake up. My voice sounded so pathetic to me. The remainder of the broken bottle, the parts that I had managed to lodge in her neck, fell to the ground and shattered. The sound broke through my haze and brought me to at least a semblance of awareness. No. Katie, I didn't mean to, Katie. Please, I'm so sorry. No amount of begging would staunch the red stream that flowed across the floor. There is a point, once the Crimson Lake reaches a certain size, that you would do better to start calling the funeral home instead of 911. I sobbed like the piece of shit I am, then curled up on the floor next to the body, rubbing snot, blood, and liquor off my face. I woke up the next morning with a splitting headache. I desperately wished that everything I barely remembered happening was just a dream. I opened my eyes to Katie's face, still in an accusing and betrayed expression. I pushed my hungover ass off the floor and got to work. What work? Making sure I don't spend the rest of my life in jail. Of course. Started by cleaning up what I told myself was red Kool-Aid on the floor. Easy enough. Never realized the manipulative bitch had so much blood in her. No wonder she probably died choking on it after I accidentally stabbed her. Tried pulling out the glass stuck in her. Blood sprayed all over my face like in those videos of kids mixing Mentos and Coke together. Out came the piece of cloth again. I tied the now red cloth around the wound to prevent further bleeding. Next was Katie herself. Classic procedure, you would think. Stuff the body in a bag. Funny how all those stories never take into account rigor mortis, eh? Took me well over an hour getting her in a suitable bag. The rest played out like a typical crime and action scene in movies. Dumped her in a ditch in the woods nearby along with the cloth and glass pieces and came back home. Murder, accidental or intentional, sure took a toll on your body as well. Woke up with the typical fatigue of a Monday morning. Can't really laze around if I gotta make a living. Katie was pronounced dead or missing. No one had seen her come round to my place, so that sure was a stroke of luck. Now that she's gone, I've realized how much I was being controlled by her. She used to watch my every move, check my phone every day, all the over-possessive girlfriend kind of things. With her gone, I'm free as a bird. I walk into my workplace. The sound of typing surrounds me. Some stick their head out of their cubicles and greet me. "Hey, Justin, looks like you are in great spirits today." The voice of my boss rings out. Yeah, it's kind of rare for a Monday morning," I replied. Then I settled down for work. The dull monotony occupied my mind. Soon it was quite dark outside. Time to go. Stood up and stretched, stifling a yawn. I slowly walked towards the cooler in the corner, grabbed a beer to dull my thoughts. I was the last to leave today. The building seemed deserted. I called the rickety elevator up. The doors opened slowly. I got in and pressed the button for the ground floor. It started its slow descent. Suddenly stopped. And then it plummeted down. When I came to, I was lying in a puddle of my sweat, blood, and the beer, trying to ignore the painful retorts from every inch of my body. I looked around. The beer bottle had broken in the fall. It lay there on the floor, broken into a dozen sharp shards. I told myself to calm down, then started jabbing at the emergency button on the elevator. The button broke in my hands. There's no one else in the building. My claustrophobia began to rise. My dehydrated mouth wasn't helping things. 1 hour in. Seems like I've broken a couple ribs. The pain is getting unbearable. My mouth is dry. There's beer all over the floor. Tantalus. The thought keeps ringing in my mind. 2 hours in, I've started losing control a bit. I have curled up in a corner of the small elevator. My mouth is as dry as parchment. Every movement hurts. My phone refuses to turn on. Shit has truly hit the fan. 3 hours in, I've started licking the elevator floor to get whatever liquid's on it into my mouth. It just makes it worse. I keep on seeing a shadow in the corner of my eyes. Hallucinations, typical of dehydration. Death will be slow. I'm feeling heavy in my head, like I'm drunk. I'm closing my eyes. Four hours in, I've given up on home. I see the sharp shard of the bottle lie in front of me. Everything clicks into place. It's Katie all over again. The possessive bitch found a way to get me back. It's either this or drying out like a raisin. I grab the shard with my hand. Sharp enough. Cruel parallel between both events. Fate sure had a twisted sense of humor, eh? I pierced my neck with the shard. Feel the blood flow into my mouth and lungs. It tastes like metallic. I grit. I can't breathe. My vision fades. I start to twitch. Typical karma. This has been tape number 66, Karma in Beer Bottles, by the Tapes of Trepidation Horror Narration Podcast. Karma in Beer Bottles was written by Sadguybluu and was originally posted on the Creepypasta Wiki. Story is available under Creative Commons by Share-alike license. Narration, production, and sound design for this episode was by TJ Hodder. Credits for music and additional sound design can be found in the show notes. The Tapes of Trepidation theme was written by the incredible J.M. Scherf. All logos, banners, overlays, and graphic design work was provided by the talented Jason Reese from Jaybird Digital Arts. If you have a story you would like to submit, or a question regarding the show, please contact us at tapesoftrepidation@gmail.com. Support the show by subscribing and leaving a rating on Spotify, Apple Podcasts, your favorite podcatcher, or like and subscribe on YouTube. And be sure to tell your friends. Word of mouth is extremely helpful to a podcast like this one. Check us out on the social media through the link tree in the show notes. We have Facebook, Instagram, and Discord. Yeah, I know. I say it every single week pretty much. But if you enjoy this podcast and you have Discord and you're not on the Tapes of Trepidation Discord server, you are definitely missing out on a part of the experience. It's definitely the best way to keep up with everything that goes on with the podcast, interact with fellow community members, get a little tiny bit of some behind the scenes info, and also, if you care about this kind of thing, interact with me. I love hanging out on Discord and just having fun, sharing music, sharing memes, and other fun little anecdotes about life. It's always a good time over there, so come hang out with us. If you'd like to support the show a little more, consider joining the Tapes of Trepidation Patreon. Well, for as little as $5 a month, you can gain access to monthly bonus short story / micropasta narrations, the weekly behind-the-scenes podcast within the archive, and more. There's currently well over 100 episodes of content for you guys to enjoy from both within the archive and from bonus narrations. I think you guys are going to find something you're going to enjoy. So come, join us, and become trapped within the archive. Just like my current patrons, Neil Skarupa of Neurotic Voice, Doozer Pin Dan, Ronan Kumori, Eric Phones, Patrick Stewart, Madam Strangeways, Dr. Torment, and what's this? We have a new patron joining us here in the archive. A big welcome to Tori. Tori is a big supporter to friend of the show, Madam Strangeways, and has shared some rather terrifying paranormal encounters she's had in her life on her podcast. If you enjoy hearing about true paranormal encounters, definitely go check Madam Strangeways' podcast out, and specifically the episodes that Tori was on. You've had some rather terrifying encounters in your life, my friend, but we're really happy to have you here. Thank you so much for joining. Your support really means a lot. And thank you so much to all of my current patrons. I always feel like I never say it enough, but I truly appreciate all of your guys' support. It means the world to me. All content used on Tapes of Trepidation is either original, used with permission, or is available under a Creative Commons share-alike license. All rights reserved, unless otherwise stated. Licensing information can be found in the show notes. This podcast and its content may not be redistributed or rebroadcasted without the express written consent of Tapes of Trepidation and the story's author. Thank you so much for listening.